Why gardeners are ditching compost for this simple soil trick. If you've spent any amount of time in the garden, someone has probably told you the secret to great soil is compost. And look, I love compost. I've brewed it, flipped it, sifted it, and probably gotten way too proud of a particularly rich batch. But if you garden long enough, you discover something else quietly powerful. Something that doesn't require tumbling, aeration, or months of waiting. Something that usually gets tossed into the recycling bin without a second thought. Cardboard. Yes, cardboard. And trust me, I know how strange that sounds at first. I had the same reaction years ago, but after using it to convert entire lawn sections, rejuvenate tired beds, and help struggling soil turn into thriving living ground, I can tell you this: cardboard isn't just a shortcut, it's one of the smartest soil building tools you can use. Welcome back to SoilSage Chronicles. Let's dig into why cardboard is becoming a top choice among gardeners who want healthier soil, fewer weeds, and, honestly, less backbreaking work. Cardboard works with nature, not against it. When cardboard meets soil, something amazing happens. Earthworms tunnel up to devour it, leaving behind nutrient-rich castings. Fungi spread through the cardboard layers, forming networks that nurture plant roots. Beneficial microbes colonize every softened, moist fiber. What makes cardboard special is its slow decomposition. Compost is mostly finished when it enters the garden, but cardboard breaks down gradually, feeding soil life steadily over months instead of days. That slow pace mimics how leaves, bark, and woody debris break down on a forest floor. Cardboard's structure creates tiny air pockets that increase soil aeration as it softens. Earthworms love this environment, and as their populations increase, so does soil fertility and structure. This isn't magic, it's just nature doing what nature does best when given the right conditions. It suppresses weeds better than compost ever can. Let's be honest, weeds are one of the biggest reasons new gardeners lose motivation, and even experienced gardeners know how quickly a bed can turn into a jungle when life gets busy. This is where cardboard truly shines. A well-laid layer of cardboard becomes a temporary but highly effective weed barrier. It blocks light, smothers existing weeds, and prevents new seeds from germinating. If you've ever tried to smother grass or invasive weeds using compost alone, you already know it doesn't work. Green blades poke right through, and deep-rooted weeds laugh in your face. Cardboard, on the other hand, lays down a clean slate, without digging, flipping, or herbicides. I've transformed stubborn lawn into productive garden space using nothing more than cardboard, water, and a thick layer of organic mulch. Months later, the cardboard is soft, the weeds are gone, and the soil beneath is rich and alive. For gardeners who want to expand beds quickly, especially with minimal labor, cardboard is a game changer. It builds better soil structure over time. Here's something many beginners overlook. Compost feeds plants, but cardboard feeds soil systems. Because cardboard is made of cellulose and lignin, similar to wood, it becomes premium food for fungi. And when fungi thrive, garden soil becomes a completely different environment. Fungal networks, also known as mycorrhizae, act like underground cables connecting plant roots together. They transport water, minerals, and nutrients. They help plants recover from stress. They even improve drought resistance. You simply don't get that level of fungal development from compost alone. Over a season or two, cardboard also helps loosen compacted soil. Whether you're dealing with clay that feels like pottery or dry ground that crumbles to dust, cardboard slowly breaks it up from below while your mulch protects it from above. This gentle, natural process avoids tilling, which destroys soil structure and disrupts microbial life. Smart gardeners aren't choosing cardboard because it's trendy. They're choosing it because it creates soil worth bragging about. It's low-cost, accessible, and beginner-friendly. Compost requires time, attention, and physical effort. Turning, watering, balancing materials, checking heat. Many gardeners love the process, but not everyone has space for a compost bin or the time to maintain one properly. Cardboard, however, is simple. You flatten it, you remove tape, you overlap pieces, you water it down, you cover it. That's it. And because cardboard is free, or practically free, anyone can start building soil today, even if they don't have access to compost or expensive amendments. For beginners, it lowers the barrier to entry. For experienced gardeners, it saves time, energy, and sometimes even money. This combination, practical, cheap, and effective, is exactly why cardboard use is rising fast across the gardening world. Okay, so, how do you use cardboard the right way? Well, if you want the best results, you've got to treat cardboard not as some miracle fix, but as part of an intentional soil building system. The technique you're looking for is called sheet mulching, and honestly, once you try it, you'll understand why so many gardeners swear by it. Start by cutting or mowing existing vegetation low, and don't worry, you don't need to remove anything. Those cut plants actually become food for soil organisms. Water the area thoroughly, since moist soil helps the cardboard soften up and really adhere. Lay plain brown cardboard directly on top, just make sure to remove any tape or printed sections. Overlap every piece by at least 6 inches so nothing can sneak up between the seams. If you're working with aggressive weeds like Bermuda grass, go ahead and use 2 layers. Once the cardboard is down, soak it until it's floppy. Yeah, this step is important, because dry cardboard can actually repel water at first. Then add your organic layer, compost, leaf mold, grass clippings, aged manure, wood chips, or whatever blend suits your climate. Aim for about 4 to 6 inches, especially if you're planting soon. Within a few months, the cardboard will be unrecognizable, transformed into soil rich enough that even demanding plants will thrive. Now, why do experienced gardeners combine cardboard and compost? Well, this isn't some battle between cardboard and compost. Smart gardeners use both, but in different roles. Cardboard is foundational. It suppresses weeds, improves structure, and boosts soil life. Compost is nutritional. It feeds plants right away with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. It also gives seedlings and heavy feeders the boost they need. Using the two together creates a synergy that's honestly hard to beat. Start with cardboard to build the base, then add compost during planting or as a top dressing throughout the season. Over time, this method results in soil that becomes easier to work, richer in organic matter, and more resilient through heat, drought, and heavy rainfall. The beauty of cardboard is that its benefits don't stop after the first season. The longer you use this method, the better your soil gets. In year 1, you'll immediately notice fewer weeds and better moisture retention. In year 2, the soil becomes looser, darker, and absolutely full of earthworms. By year 3, your soil begins to function like a miniature ecosystem, rich, balanced, and capable of supporting plant growth with minimal intervention. Gardeners who stick with this approach often find that their plants grow stronger roots, suffer less from nutrient deficiencies, and require less watering overall. It's really not an exaggeration to say this method can transform an entire growing space. Why should you try it? If you've never used cardboard in your garden, start small. Pick one bed or a corner of your yard and lay down a test patch. You'll learn quickly how easy it is and how fast results show up. Cardboard aligns beautifully with the SoilSage philosophy: work with nature, not against it. Build soil slowly. Encourage life underground. Let the garden support itself. Whether you're brand new or years deep into your gardening journey, cardboard gives you a practical, affordable, and effective way to create soil you can be proud of. Before you go, let's grow this community. If this guide helped you understand why more gardeners are choosing cardboard over compost for soil building, make sure to subscribe to SoilSage Chronicles for more practical gardening wisdom that actually works. Share this article with fellow gardeners who are ready to build richer soil with less effort, and let's keep growing smarter together. Got your own cardboard success story? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one.